Welcome back to season 6 of Toon Talk. We're really excited to be here with three different things. I know it's a surprise. It's a surprise for everyone, but we're here live Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We this season we wanted to take a little twist, and that's what we bring the Oracle as established host. So that means I can disappear here and there, right, Jake? And people won't go by itself.
Not at all, because your internet is questionable. That's definitely not what's happening. Although
What are you talking about?
I think the
It's not
oracles might be.
questionable. I just moved to this new I just moved to this new pad, and thank you. They haven't bring my Wi-Fi, so actually I'm working with my amazing AT&T signal. So I just noticed that oh, look, I'm not totally straight. There you go. Now my camera is straight. So welcome everyone. Hi Jake. Hi Oracle. How are you?
I'm good. I'm fine.
Pretty
How are
stoked to
you
be
guys?
back
Cool.
back
What
here
about
on
you, Jakey boy?
Pretty stoked to be back here on Toon Talk 2.0. And just want to let everybody know tonight's broadcast is brought to you by our friends at Wild Education and the Arate podcast. More on those later. But uh entertainment's
Nice.
going downhill. We had to come back. We can't leave
I
these
know,
people
man. It's
alone.
going. We, we leave a nothing happens. As soon as we leave, everything goes down.
I mean, it's horrible.
So let,
It's criminal, I tell you.
I know. Let's not talk about criminal cause the Epstein set is big set in entertainment, bro. So let's not go in criminal so far. We're just starting. Um. So don't you find a little weird that
Everything.
Puff Daddy, right, is in jail for parties with a lot of baby oil, but they have a list with all the criminals involved and nobody's being picked up? Well, why? I know money talks and bullshit walks, but come on, neighbor, please, right?
Well, I'm
So, any thoughts
listen,
about that?
I'm not saying that several of the guilty parties are probably directly or indirectly involved with members of Congress. I'm definitely not saying that. I'm also not suicidal. Just putting that
Well,
out there.
Yeah.
who is nowadays?
So, I mean, obviously, we all know that. Sorry about the people moving because we weren't supposed to start till next week, but we went crazy and we were so anxious to be here that if it's so messy, just there's something that is killing me. And I'm going to start a theory that maybe it's not real. This is all in my crazy mind. And if you're as crazy as me and you see my camera going down a millimeter by second, humor me. Remember Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington, right?
Yeah.
Remember that.
Hmm.
They were decoding and making a documentary about that involved a rich person, and suddenly they died the same way. It was a theory that they sang because they had the same signal. Yesterday, in a newspaper in London, they say maybe they were right, and that was the first thing at the beginning
Maybe.
because they were the ones that opened everyone's eyes right away. I know, but this is not my personal opinion. This is not what I think, but the reality is that singer of Linkin Park, singer of Soundgarden, they both recovered from addictions and suddenly they went back one night and they suicide and everything is connected to the Epstein because Chester Bennington's dad, allegedly dad, is connected with politics. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
I did not hear
I
about
didn't know.
that.
I read about
Yeah, you gotta read the
they
London Post.
yeah, I read about the documentary, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. Chester Bennington allegedly dad. He was a political advisor of big names back in the 90s and 2000. So obviously that makes him uh, knowledgeable for many factors. Um, it's a complicated matter, guys. It's a complicated matter
Yeah,
because
I guess it's one of those things
everybody
that we're
knows
never.
Andrew Tate, right?
Mhm.
Um,
I feel like you were going
we're
somewhere
not
with that.
allowed to, but we don't supposed to be quiet. Yeah, yeah. I was waiting for him to finish the thing. You know what? You guys know Andrew Tate, right? I'm pretty sure everybody remember Andrew Tate
Mhm.
here in the
Of
audience
course.
and everything. Well, Andrew Tate saying something really powerful that a couple of days back I was talking to the Oracle. He said, if you're not gonna go and make a big bust, right? Taking everyone to jail, let's stop using this as a political matter because it's becoming
For sure.
annoying. You just
It
talk
is.
and you're not doing anything about it. And society, as society, we're allowing for nothing to happen. And that's scary because
I,
I
I, wa-
understand that the levels of powers.
I want to make one important distinction. As a
Go ahead.
society, I don't think we are. As a political body, they are. But the average everyday person on the street wants arrests.
I mean, I don't even.
Yeah,
What is
but
even the problem? What? I mean, are people like outraged about what's going on, or
A
do
lot
they
of them
want
are.
justice?
Yeah, a lot of everyday people on the street are.
they are, but they are like they don't wanna. They wanna save water and they struggle for 30 minutes. That's how they are. That's what I say. As a society, we're not doing anything because
Well,
remember
Is
I
it?
immigration.
Is
Everybody
it just
went
that?
out. Everybody marched. Everybody and immigration is stopped.
What stopped?
I'm just saying. In England,
Oh,
the immigration problems as they were stopped. They fired the Nazi that he was running shit, and everything is calmed down. Again, they're picking up the bad guys. They're not picking everyone. Why? Because the society stand up. We make marches all around the nation and stop. Now, in England, one day they did something wrong and they went and destroyed all the banks. Everybody took money of their banks. The government calmed down. Now here we're just watching, and I totally agree. And this is for the record. I totally agree in something with Andrew Tate, 100%. If we're not gonna do anything about it, let's move on. Because throwing in our faces that you can commit a crime and we're not gonna do anything is kind of annoying and disrespectful for everything. For the people that are fighting outside, the people that want to come to the
okay.
country, the people that were working for this country. So if you're not gonna do anything
Can
about
I
it,
give
shut the
you?
fuck up.
I'm gonna give you my take. I'm gonna give you my take on why people are so pushing for punishment and all that stuff. Okay, so I think the problem lies basically in when you set up a system like democracy and you're trying to convince everybody to vote for you as opposed to vote for your opponent, then it becomes a popularity contest, and then whatever it takes to sway people away from your opponent, you're gonna take the opportunity. Be it they're committing crimes or they have bad policy or whatever you can hang on to, even if they look bad. If you know that your base public are gonna be swayed by that, by bad looks, then you're gonna start attacking your opponent's looks. And I think that's what's wrong with the system. I think that's what's wrong with people right now being so fake outraged about the Epstein files. And they're like, let's get them all to jail. I mean, they just want to get rid of their opponents. And because the masses are easily influenced, then they go to the most basic level of emotion, you know? So again, what exactly is the problem here? They're taking girls to private islands and private mansions and parading them around and having sex with them. I mean, that's been going on forever, right?
I think the biggest issue that most people, and I don't want to speak for everybody, but I think the issue at the core of this, obviously, that's what they did was bad, extremely bad. But I think what really grinds most people about it is the fact that it's another example of rules for thee, not for me. Not that people want to do it, but it's like Because you and I know that if these were a group of like not even normal people, but just like more run of the mill rich folks, they wouldn't be getting the level of protection that
So
these people are
we're
getting.
going, we're coming down to the real problem as being fight a revolution against the rich, right?
Well, I don't think that's it on it. It's a part of it, but it's the egregiousness of the acts and the fact that a lot of people are going to get away with it scot free because of their power and influence.
Yes. So yes. So
And let's remember that we're an entertainment podcast, and let's focus in the entertainment people.
Oh
Give
yeah,
me a
but see,
little a second,
there's
little pan, because I
for the
love your
next
name, Little Pan. It's freaking awesome.
yeah,
No,
but for
but
the
there's
next
a thing. There's a thing
decade
that bothers
they're
me
gonna
a
make
lot,
hundreds of bullshit documentaries on this and being like, oh, it turns out that Donald Trump
and
or
and
insert
at
name
least they're
here
doing
wasn't
something.
involved. Yeah, but they're not real.
My
Like,
point, my
well, they have
point,
to.
my
They have
point
to
here
come
is
up with
just
an excuse.
my point here is we know that people with power can win a lot of people, right? And it's something that is bothering me. I'm 100% agree with what you guys say. What bothers me is that it's becoming a beauty contest of I was there. Epstein obviously shake everyone's hand because everybody wants his money. That doesn't mean that they all invited to the island. That doesn't mean that everyone in the island has the special rich craziness, right? In Mexico now is going something big about an actress that died like 7 years ago that supposedly was selling girls. It's like, stop using this as a political agenda. Do your job, cut the bad guys, move on, because at the same time, we got two wars going on, two fronts, not one. Rule number one: don't fight two freaking fronts. Remember, Germany,
well,
Rome. Don't fight two fronts. Don't. It's bad
I think
for war.
warfare has evolved from
yeah,
ni-
and plus you're talking about so I'm gonna be that guy. Rome fought several wars on multiple fronts against weaker opponents or opponents that weren't as prepared as they were,
Uh,
and they were fine. Because
okay,
like
nerd. Okay, nerd.
exactly.
I
I'm
didn't
just
mean that
saying,
they were
like
fighting against the people and somebody outside. No, but somebody
no, Rome.
inside
I'm telling
with the
you, like
Senate and
Rome.
the people.
Caesar put down two
Here we
rebellions
go.
at
I
the
shoot
same
myself
time
in the
with a
foot.
private
I
army.
shoot myself in the
Like,
foot. I totally shoot
Definitely.
myself in the foot.
I'm
I
just
totally
saying,
shoot
like,
myself
no,
in the
I
foot
get
for the
what you're
historical
saying.
thing.
In a vacuum, that's a true statement. But again, here's the other reason, right? You cited Germany. You're talking about World War II. The reason they lost a two front, technically a three front war by the time 1944 rolled around, was because they were already stretched so thin by that point. And then when they opened up the third front in Northern Europe, I mean, they were, but they weren't prepared
That's
for the
my
two
point.
front war.
We're stretching so thin, but we're stretching so
Um,
thin because we have the immigration problem that now is changing. Now we have the Epstein problem, the oil problem, the war with Iran, the war with Ukraine. We're stretching things as an American country. And that could be bad. It's bad for economy. It's bad for political resolution because everything is, like you say, everything is going to funnel, right? And the last thing is the drop 10 years ago, regardless of what people say, America was different. Money
yeah,
was
oh yeah.
pouring. Forget about what party was in top, in front. There's always going to be these problems. Now we're stressing things, so many things, right? That now society is becoming selective again. And the moment that we become selective, laws become selective, evolution becomes selective, medicine becomes selective, and entertainment becomes selective. 7 years ago,
Right.
Netflix opened, Paramount opened, remember? They're signing movies right
Yeah.
and left. They need to competition. Not again. They again need to be selective because the money that is coming from the Middle East and the money that is coming from China is stop again. So how we get hurt? Entertainment. And that's what we're talking here, right? Entertainment. Regardless of whatever I want,
I think
I wanna
I
light this
think
up.
that
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I believe that the advent of technology changed the landscape of how to get people to agree with you. I think that today there's never been more importance into public opinion than today because
Talking about technology, your Wi-Fi
Yeah.
failed.
Speaking of technology.
Uh, you know what?
yeah.
Just to close, to light this a little bit. I was watching Get Him to the Greek, the movie, and now that we know the Puff Daddy background with all that happened, the whole movie changed, man. Because he's mind fucking everyone. He's in jail smiling. He mind fuck everyone, and he's gonna walk away after 18 months. 18 months. Big drama, big thing, 18 months. Come on, dude. If you get into a fist fight and battery in the streets, it's 18 months, right? Well, who you petting? Oh, I thought you were touching yourself.
No, just my pussy.
You're touching your pussy, cat.
Hmm.
Um.
We open
Anyway,
with a softball subject.
yeah, yeah. I was trying to because then we're gonna start sounding like the average intelligent podcast and one entertainment podcast. And I'm
Well,
really
I mean,
happy that you joined the thing.
the thing is, nowadays, if you tell the truth, somebody's gonna get offended and they're gonna try to attack you personally for what you're
Are you
saying.
talking to me? Oh my God! Please control your tone.
simmer down, simmer down. But let's take a moment and bring some
Let's take a moment.
let's take a moment and bring some good into the world. Listen, we know money's tight, but there is a very good cause that you can spare a little bit for, and it's to help our friends at Wild Education get a permanent new home. Here is a video telling you more about them. You can click the link in the description and donate $1. Donate $5 because they're in a big pickle, and if any sort of organization deserves help, it's these guys. So
In Langley, British Columbia, lives one of Western Canada's best kept
Are we
secrets.
watching the commercial now?
We are Wild Education, Western Canada's largest
Oh my
reptile
God.
and small exotic
let me know when
animal
we're back.
rescue. And right now, we're launching our most urgent fundraiser ever.
Less than 1 year
So
ago,
can we talk
opened the
about
doors to
how
our brand
the
new
Superman
education
movie
center, a space
is
we
actually
put all
trying
of our
to
savings into
sway
today.
political
But
public
due to
opinion?
changes in land
Don't even mess
development, we
with my
found out we
Superman.
only have 9 months to find a new place and move out.
That's what it's doing.
This will
That's
be
the whole point of the
third
movie.
time
That's
in
why I didn't
5
like it.
years We've been forced to relocate, and this time we simply don't have the funds to do it again.
I mean, they have a Middle Eastern kid raising a Superman flag in the middle
Unlike traditional
of the
rescues
battle.
with puppies and kittens,
First of all,
reptiles
just stop
don't
and
get
wait
the
till we
same
get
level
back.
of support.
Tell us when we're back today.
But our animals need it
Don't-
just
don't
as
ruin
much
your
because
thing.
they don't have
But
anywhere
you're
else to
messing with my
go.
Superman, Alexander.
That's why
You know
we're
I love the
asking for
movie.
your help now.
Yeah, they ruined it.
Last year alone, we took in
James
153
Gunn ruined it.
animals, including
Okay,
reptiles,
can you stop talking
amphibians,
about James
and
Bond?
furry
Okay,
exotics
let's
like
wait till-
chinchillas,
let's
sugar
wait.
gliders,
What
ferrets,
time
and
is
even
it?
hedgehogs.
Jake?
Many came to us sick, injured, abandoned,
No,
or
what
surrendered
time
by
is it?
families who could no longer care for them due to the rising
What
cost of
time you
living.
got?
One of those
Five,
animals
I
was
need to
Gary,
call,
a
like,
serval who
short,
couldn't find a
I
home
got a
anywhere
meeting
else in
up front,
BC after his
something
family broke apart.
like work.
No one else could take him in, but we did.
20, 20.
Because oftentimes we are the last resort.
Yeah, we're fine.
We are currently also home to 12 rescued sulcata tortoises.
If you guys want to
Some weigh
with us,
over 120 pounds. But we know more will come in this year, who need lots of space, warmth, and lifelong care.
destroy the
Wild
shit of
education
everyone,
isn't
forget
just a
about
rescue,
everyone.
it's a mission. Our entire rescue
Yeah.
is funded by our
Like your
education
mama.
program. This program travels to schools and other events to help teach about the natural history, conservation, and responsible ownership of these amazing animals.
Let us know.
We give people the knowledge.
oh, don't worry about it. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
edit this one, yeah, because they
All
heard
right, let's go back.
they heard literally everything you guys were saying, so I'll just have to edit this one. It's no biggie.
Oh, shit. All right, let's go back. 3, 2, 1. Well, Please donate to this cause. Sounds amazing. Looks amazing. Seriously, you got two options: either you donate to the cause, or you need to go on a date with our friend here, Deraco. So if I were you, I will donate.
I would
You
just
know,
do both because he's a charming fellow.
there you go. Look at that.
But
That's
but
the
but to s-
spirit.
but to segue into our other sponsor too, on the Arte podcast, we did an interview with one of the volunteers at Wild Education, and if you want to know more information, there's no better place because it's extremely illuminating, including a lot of the weird ass laws that Canada has in terms of reptile ownership. Like it's bonkers. As an American, it's super weird to
Is
me.
you trying to say that America has more liberties than Canada?
Oh, I know. On its
Wow.
face, yeah.
Okay, just before we go, we have an extra sponsor that I just remember. I got it right here in my hand. Listen to my album in Spotify. Come on, people. I released a couple of tracks, R69. You gotta go and check it out. Go to Spotify, iTunes, or even better, www.r69verse.com that connects you to the whole universe. All right, done with the sponsors. Let's go back. Superman is not a bad thing, Alexander.
It's not a great
I
thing.
think
It's a good thing. No,
I
okay.
believe
You in that
that
movie,
the
I
new
swear.
Superman went way overboard, and they really tried to like set this scenario where they're painting the bad guys as the bad guys, and there's nothing you can say about that. I mean, they're bad, and you have to agree with that. And then the good guys.
Stop there. Stop there. You're saying that a guy that talks like this with an accent is not bad? Of course
Yeah,
it
and
is.
then when Lex Luthor, he's threatening to shoot
And a
the
guy
guy.
that talks like this
Like,
is really
yeah,
nice with the people.
get him, get him. I mean, what's that?
Okay,
What's that?
hold on a second. And you're saying that the rich are manipulating these two fronts to try to destroy the America that we believe in?
Okay,
And you're
this
saying that all that is connected to what we live nowadays?
I
Okay,
think
I give you the right then. That's a good fine. That's fine.
I think that they're trying to convince people of their ideas. That's what they're doing.
Yes, but I mean, let me go back 4 years ago when we started this podcast. Uh, the idea of that is how entertainment becomes real life, and real life becomes entertainment. So
Yeah,
obviously, when you have a human construct, you just hit the jackpot with me. When you have a human construct, since you're born, they smack your butt to reflex. Uh, your first
yeah.
reflex is pain. Then they wrap you. I'm talking about 25 years ago. They start changing that. They wrap you. They put you so you start getting control through pain. That's the first neuroscience connection that you have. Control to pain. And they tell you what to study. Doesn't matter what characteristics you have, how many hours you need to study, when you need to eat, that you need to eat breakfast, even we don't supposed to eat breakfast, right? Or 3 times a day. And they make 4 generations believe that breakfast is the most important meal. And it's not. It's not. But they
Agreed.
program us so good that it will be irresponsible for James Gunn not to keep programming people.
You,
Don't mess
you
with
you have
James
a
Gunn.
great point.
Don't mess
You
with
have a
James
great
Gunn.
point.
Repeat, James Gunn is the best. Do not.
Well, and
Do
and
not.
He's
and there's a big difference between continuing programming and doing archetypical stories. There's a
Yeah,
big
or
but
difference.
or taking my. I mean, I agree with your point that the masses need to be educated. But if I'm using my power of education to go against you personally, that's a bad thing.
yeah.
Like Virus, remember when we were kids and we used to watch the news channel, like all the great news anchors like Dan Rather and Walter Cronkite, all those people. They were very serious about the news that they were exposed. I mean,
Oh yeah, it was a serious matter. News was
dude,
a
they
serious matter.
presented you with the facts, and they did it in a professional, serious way. They didn't try to sway your opinion to what they were thinking. And now take a look at the world right now. There's there's not a piece of information of what's going on in the world that doesn't have a spin on it.
Except for the Average Intelligence podcast.
Of course, and everything from our podcast. You're
To be
right,
fair,
but
on that show, we nuanced to a fault, and I know it hurts our views, but
and you know what? It's annoying and hurtful that sadly, and I'm gonna move a little bit. When I go to ESPN and I got this guy that I can't even memorize his name, this African American guy. Now he yells about everything. Everything is about jealous. He's wrong. He's wrong. It's like, dude, calm the fuck down. People
Yeah.
dying in the other. I understand ratings because I know you don't just freaking Google me.
what is
I
his name? Is
understand.
it Stephen
Steven, yeah.
No.
I try to take it out of my mind.
Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
dude, you don't have to be an asshole against everyone to
Well,
prove a point.
and not only that, is who the fuck is this guy? Isn't he a sports analyst?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but my point is like now, as that bring attention to the people, now everyone is doing that in every aspect of the news.
Oh God,
You
I
go
just
to
love
the
it.
View,
I just love
dude.
it
You
when the
go to the
guys.
View, and they're doing that.
Oh, I know, but I love guys like him who are like, I'm an activist. I stand up for everything. And then he interviews Tom Homan and is just softballing him the whole fucking time.
Because
It's
they're
all
not journalists.
it's all played out. I mean, they're not gonna leave anything up to chance. America, if America has a quality, it's efficiency, right?
Say so.
Yeah. No, it's been like that for decades. I mean, it may seem like right now
Okay,
that
it's efficiency compared to other countries. For here, right now, is the less efficient that America has been right now. Don't disrespect 40s, technology wasn't there, but it was efficiency. 50s, technology was starting, but it was efficient. 60s and 70s, 80s, bro, I'm not gonna sound like an old guy, but technology and efficiency was merging. Then technology started winning and we became lazy.
even if they're not living up to it, even if American population today is not living up to the standards of the past, it's still an American ideal.
Yeah.
It
Yes,
doesn't.
like I say, it's great from compared to other areas, both Sweden and Netherlands. But I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, inside right now is not as efficient. Jake, how hard is to get clients today compared to 5 years ago?
And it's
Why
not
social
even.
media has destroyed everything because everyone has access and there's no how I said elegance in what we do. As a musician, when you release an album, you need to go to a record label, pass a lot of filters. They're not good, bad or good. And releasing an album was something important. Now we
Hey,
release, listen to this, 865,000 songs get released per day. There's no
Yeah.
royalty anymore in anything. That jumps into economy. That jumps to a lot of things. It's not
speaking
royalties anymore. Go ahead.
speaking of inefficiency in music, what'd you think of Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl?
Okay, I'm gonna go now.
I actually liked it.
Okay, I
I,
was getting back now. I'm going
I
again.
I mean the guy's a great performer.
Is he?
I
A
don't like
great
him.
performance. Great. Do you remember Ricky Martin, dude? No. It's not a great performance. It's a hard worker that knows how to say yes to everyone. If Bad Bunny, they told him today, you need to lay down and suck a cock, he will
Oh,
because that's what he does. He's not
I
a
don't
great
like.
performer,
I mean,
Alexander.
to
For
to be
God's sake.
fair, so would Ricky Martin.
Well, but he
Yeah.
will enjoy it. First of all, shout out to Ricky.
He just
Rick,
here we go, ole ole
Ale.
ole.
Like, hey, go a second. Have you
I
guys
like
seen
that
the Charles
song.
Barkley? Have you seen the Charles Barkley churros with what happened with the churros? For the audience that doesn't know, Charles Barkley has a show with Kenny Smith and with Shaquille O'Neal in HBO. They buy the right, bought the rights. Anyway, Charles is Charles, right? He always gonna say whatever he wants. And he doesn't have a dirty mind. He could be a dirty junker, but he doesn't have a dirty mind. So he said that he got to stop going to San Antonio because when he goes there, he grabs and eats churros. And he starts doing this. And he's not getting it. And so he's like, do the churros. Do the churros again. Oh, happy birthday. 3 days ago was Shaquille O'Neal's birthday. Hello, big fella. So he's like, Charles, do it again. And he's like, hum, hum. Charles not getting it till the third time. Kenny's like, "You gotta stop, Charles." He look, "Oh, you're dirty mind." It was so funny. You can, guys. We should add it to the.
Shaquille.
I think we need to start, adding videos to this thing.
Yeah, the only problem is that takes time, and it's time I don't have.
No, 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 like live. Share the screen like we share it last year on the bus. We see another thing and we just talk about it. Come on, we should do that. I'm gonna prepare something for next episode. I'm gonna have 5 reactions for us.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah, that
Starting
we
for
that
Charles
we can
Barkley.
that we can do.
Anyway, going back to Bad Bunny again, and I say
Okay.
this number like enormous times, many times. I don't respect his art. I respect his hard work, dedication, and that he knows how to say yes to the best seller. His manager,
Exactly.
but that doesn't make you a good artist.
They're doing a product that they know it's gonna sell because they know their public, and
That
their
doesn't
public.
make him an artist or a performer.
Why,
Make
why
him
not?
a social cooker. Because it's not the
What?
same being Al Pacino that
No,
being
they present him with a project. They
Captain
present him
America.
with a task, and he completes the task. He hit all his
Yeah.
marks at the Super Bowl.
Okay, so yes, he's not an artist. Sorry, Brody. That
He's a
doesn't
great
make him an
actor.
artist.
You've watched him on SNL. He's
I was
real
gonna say
funny.
he's an actor. I'll give him credit.
And you know
He's
what?
an
I'm gonna
actor.
give an actor credit, and
Yeah.
I believe he's an actor, a performer, and even a better wrestler, but he's not an artist.
Well, yeah, I'll give all the credit in the world to him being a performer because I to your point, Alexander, like I was shocked how much I laughed at most of his skits when he was on SNL. I'm
Yeah,
like,
It
okay,
was a
this
little. It
this
was.
dude.
They were a little not careful of his Latino heritage, but it's part of SNL.
Yeah, but dude, did you see his? Which I know you hate this show, but like, did you see his bit when they did El Chavo de Ocho?
Yeah, I
that was
hate
really
that.
funny, dude. I enjoyed it, and I love El Chavo del Ocho. I love Chespirito, and that
You know
was really
what? I'm just gonna go now because I thought you were my friend. You love Chespirito and you love Bad Bunny, and then we can complain about how we're massive media control. What the
I
fuck is wrong
oh,
with you?
I do have to say I do have to say how I found out about the show is really serendipitous because I think if I was you were the first one that told me about that show, but incidentally, a couple years ago, before she was my wife, but we were dating, she went to work on Halloween as La Chilindrina, and
yeah.
she sent me a picture of it with the tooth blacked out, and I'm just like, what is this? And she's like,
What is
oh,
that?
it's a show that I loved as a kid, and
But
I'm
the
like,
thing is,
okay,
okay, communication and entertainment without responsibility, it just create a bad stigma for people. A lot of, stay with me, a lot of
Yeah,
people in the world think that all Mexico is like Chavo del Ocho. And that's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? It represents a part of Mexico that is his childhood in the 40s. But sadly, because people are programmed, same way that everybody think that every African American with change and hip hop is gonna be a drug dealer. Every Latino with money is part of El Chapo. Every German guy that doesn't smile at you is a Nazi. And that's the programming that we've been following because entertainment without responsibility, that's what it is.
yeah,
Like
but
it's a
what do you do at the
Good.
beginning of every at the beginning of every episode of El Chavo de Ocho? He comes out there is like, listen, this does not represent Mexico as a country in its
But
entirety.
you know what? The opposite. In the 80s, and you love this, Oracle, in the 80s, after every cartoon, it was a good message.
Okay, I'll
I
give you
was
that.
I was just gonna touch on that. I was just about to go there. Every 80s cartoon that we used to watch as kids, all of them at the end of the episode had a special announcement, a public service announcement about how to be a better person.
Dude,
That's an American
Well,
thing.
what we can,
and
when I express
that was
myself,
legislated.
first
That's
of
the
all, yeah,
wildest part.
dude, when I express myself, we gotta put when I go hardcore, we gotta put before the show everything that represent is not connected to the blah blah blah. But no one, like with all due respect, dude, And maybe I'm old, maybe I'm too much of an artist, maybe I'm an asshole that don't understand industry. But I don't even have to say one curse to make people feel in a song. Stay with me. And I don't like that everyone doesn't even know what Bad Bunny's saying, right? I mean, how you can win a Grammy saying when your girlfriend doesn't lick your asshole? It's not necessary. Stay with me. I'm going for a point.
It's a
I'm going
trend.
almost done.
It's a trend. The
I
Bad
got
Bunny
it. Stay with me.
is a trend.
Entertainment without responsibility creates a stigma to society that they're gonna bounce back at the end. Elvis,
Well,
dude, Elvis was perfect in what he did. He lived his life different on the side. He was a pedophile, he was a drug addict, but in his entertainment was giving a line. Same with Sinatra, Sammy Davis. The entertainment line was cautious with responsibility, with the Thundercat, with Mask. But now, because of social media and the lack of responsibility of people, they prefer a like or a bad message just for a.
Yeah,
I know we talked about this before. A fast restitution, a fast celebration. I don't remember the
yeah,
terminology.
instant gratification.
Instant
yeah.
gratification. Instead of
My problem,
understanding, dude.
my problem with, I mean, yes, I agree that it's a responsibility to send your message across your art. My problem with it is when you use that power to attack someone. In this case, Trump. I don't like that because
Okay,
people
well,
are
you're saying that we
easily
cannot attack
influenced.
the president, but he's a public server.
I was gonna say I'm kind of all for it, and but to your point, Alexander, I'm all for taking shots at politicians and public figures like that, but across the board, like nobody's safe. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Nobody's
think
safe.
what you're getting at is that it's like there's a lot more people taking pot shots at Trump, which I do get to a point because the guy's just inherently funny. Like it's
It
funny because
Oh,
he's such a cartoon character. Like he's easy to
Trump.
parody.
I think that's on purpose.
Yeah, and he's a really good sport. I mean, he likes
I,
when people make jokes about him and they're funny. He does. I mean, it's not a problem for him.
I
Just
don't
for
know
the
that I go
record,
that far.
let me
Didn't
tell
he
something
threaten
to
to
the audience.
sue? Oh no, that was
Stay with me.
Hegseth
Stay
that
with
threatened
me.
to sue Colin
Stay with
Yost.
me. Stay with me. Just for the audience
They
to know, Alexander is a Trump supporter, people. I'm not.
I am not a Trump supporter. I am an America supporter. My dream is that both parties in America get over their bullshit of attacking each other and wanting each other to be dead because they know politicians that say that kind of thing, they know that people are going to be easily convinced and they're going to be passionate about it. So that's why they
Yeah.
go there. They're like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's been
Your dream is
250
as
years.
possible. Or my dream, no. My dream is that Sharon Stone and Nicole Kidman, Sharon Stone and Nicole Kidman go back to their 26, knock on my door and want a threesome. That is have more possibilities that it happen than
Really,
actually just.
Nicole Kidman
I don't
with
like
her
it.
No,
Australian
I was gonna
accent?
say Kim Basinger. I just get excited. I was gonna say Kim
Dude, I
Basinger.
don't like it when Democrats say that Trump is a Nazi. I don't like that.
Yeah, see, but
I don't
that's
like
just
it.
yeah,
Dude,
that's
when
just a misuse
Republicans
of the
say
word Nazi.
that Democrats want to destroy America, I don't like that either. I think everybody has their virtues, everybody has their defects. What I would like to see is for all Americans to work together and live together and realize that you are the best country in the world for a reason. Nobody gave it to you.
After Netherlands.
Not after the Netherlands, my friend.
I'm just saying
And I'm
because
not
I know
talking
you get
about
always I always say that when you say that about
Hey,
America.
man, not for
I live in
nothing.
America. I love
Yeah,
America.
but
But
not for nothing. Holland gave us Boss Rutten, so scoreboard.
nice.
let me tell you. Let me tell you something. I've been all around the world, but the only place I tried pizza soup was in Netherlands. And my friends, when you sit down and take a pizza soup, you realize that it's the best country in the world.
Holland is a great country. It's not the best country. We all know what the best country in the
Oh,
world is.
I don't know that
Just
Holland would say
Google
that.
it. The best country in the world is
Dude,
Netherlands right now.
take it from me. I'm Mexican. I I
Are you
grew up.
Mexican? Are you really Mexican or just born in Mexico? Because
Well,
you're
I'm
is
far
it
away
is
to
it
be
does
Mexican.
isn't that Mexican?
Not necessarily. His
but
education is
I was
American.
raised I was raised on American culture.
There you
I
go. So
I
it's not Mexican. You're just
I read
born there.
comic books my whole life.
Okay, your last name is Sanchez Lopez, dude. You're far away from being Mexican, little pan. Sorry,
But I
sorry.
am.
You have more international names that Jake. I'm not gonna say last names, but like this is like I understand what you're saying, and I agree that they don't supposed to fight. I remember when Donald Trump won this last election. I we took a serious moment, and I make a really good speech. Remember, Jake, from
Yep.
the heart, and that was my point. Let's unify to become better.
It
Didn't
was
happen
never
like that.
it was never going to happen though because the Democrats were never going to get behind Trump.
I understand that.
I do want to share
I
one
But
know.
more
now,
example
but
of
now we have Hillary Clinton everywhere saying, "I will not allow you to talk like that about my husband or push me like." Dude, we know that Clinton is a cheater. We all know about that. It's not news anymore. It's not
Well,
news.
yeah.
she was first lady for. I mean, she's not just a nobody. She was the
I never
first
said it
lady,
was a nobody.
and Bill Clinton had a great performance as president. America really grew in the 90s.
A decent performance, yes.
It was decent, yeah. I mean, and I agree. If we were gonna talk about like great American presidents, we can mention Reagan. We can mention obviously George
What?
Washington and Abraham Lincoln.
What year is
We're not
that?
mentioning Clinton on that list.
What you say? What? Who was
Reagan.
president? The actor. Sorry,
The
I
actor.
got it. I gotta do it. I'm sorry. You guys
All right.
spoke to it.
Oh no, we're good. We'll sign off. Thank you everybody for joining us on our season premiere of Toon Talk 2.0. We will be back with you next week with better internet.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. R69verse.com.
Peace out.
All right.